Tactical Thursday, time to sharpen your mind.
What's going on, guys? Daddy WX1234 or Jared back again for another video. Today we are going to go over, does more money equal more better? Terrible grammar, it's fine. But we're going to go over my cheapest knife that I have in my collection compared to my most expensive knife in my collection, and a couple knives in between, and just seeing, you know, what do you get your bang for your buck? Should you go more expensive? Should you go higher than the $50 range? Should you go below the $10 range? So we're gonna go over that. First off, we've got my, what was this, 97-cent knife, something like that, dollar knife. So serves a purpose. Got a belt pocket clip. It's got a thumb stud. It's a liner locker. I don't know the steel, but it's just a knife. Pretty big, pretty decent sized, as you can see. This is a really good beat up knife if you're gonna use it, because this still has an edge on it, and I bought this like 3 years ago. So for $1 you can't beat it. Now, would I pay more? I'd probably pay around the $5 range for this. I wouldn't pay anything more than that. Just because of the fact that, like, once you start going above $10 or around $10, there's better quality, which leads me to my next knife. So this was $10 off of eBay. This is the Live Free or Die. Really good for these times. We've got a snake over here with that, and then we've got the emblem right there. Underneath, you've got a serrated edge, and then it goes straight into the drop point or clip point. I don't know what the actual point is, but it goes into the point of the blade. Pretty good, kind of tiny in comparison. When I was 18, it was a pretty good knife. Carried it for a while. I had the windshield or window breaker, had the seatbelt cutter, it's got the pocket clip. It's got really good ergonomics to it, really good handle, really good feel. As you saw, you could flip it around, hold it like this. Once that windshield breaker, glass breaker is off, got a really nice cushion for the thumb. Good placement there. I would probably pay 15 to 20 bucks for this, to be honest. I mean, this thing, I beat the crap out of it. It's lasted me the 2 years that I every day carried it. And then, as you guys saw in my sharpening video, we restored the blade to it pretty well. So besides the paint rubbing off the side of it, as you can see, this is camo, this is silver. Other than that, no issues with it, can't complain. It's missing a few screws, I see that now, that's funny. But yeah, so I would probably pay 15 to 20 bucks. I paid 10 for it off eBay. Really good everyday carry, beat the crap out of it, use it, multi-function, perfect. And then we're going to start going into the more pretty knives, the more expensive knives. We've got the CRKT Fossil. I absolutely love this knife. I love the ergonomics of it. Besides, like I say in every video, you hold it straight and it goes that way. Reverse, it's pretty good. Same thing though, hold it straight, curves out. I don't know why it does that compared to all of my other knives. Like, if I hold it straight, it's going straight. Well, I guess that's fine. The more I look at it, the more that's just how your hand works. But yeah, it's got the cutout for the thumb, so that way if you can, I can't even do it. The Spidey flip. But overall, it's just beautiful. I absolutely love this. This is not a knife that I would use unless like I said in my previous videos with this. All of these knives are liner lockers, by the way. Liner locker means that inside of the handle, there's a little safety, a little lockout mechanism that you just push to the side and then it drops. So there's that. I do have some frame locks, but we're not talking about those today. So this one was like $50. It's beautiful. I love the polished steel with the handle. I love the scales that give it kind of a beautiful design to it, because they're all like stained and it just looks good. Overall, I really like the fact that they incorporated their brand into the pocket clip. Really, I'm keen on the small details, and that was a really good detail. I didn't think anything of it. All of my other knives have just regular like pocket clips. Never thought anything about it. But once I saw that, I was like, that's really good marketing. That's a really good idea. But yeah, so $50, I would either go full send with it and use it for camping, or if you're out in the field hunting, or maybe construction. But this is not a knife that I would use just for anything. It's very good. I would pay up honestly. For this knife, I'd probably pay close to $80. I paid $43 or around $50, sub 50. I would probably pay close to 80, 60, 80 range, just because of the fact that this is so beautiful. It's quality, you know what I mean? That type of deal. Now, we've got the Fox 479 Karambé. I absolutely love this knife. We've got the finger ring, you've got the Emerson Wave, you've got the thumb stud, you got the flipper tab, you got the thumb cutout, and this knife, I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love it. My only issue that I'm starting to find with this is, besides the fact that this is more of a defensive knife, the blade, relatively tiny compared to, bring out this bad boy, like, just very, very different. They're both aggressive in their own regard. So this one is very bare bones, big boy aggressive. This is very aggressive because this is more of, what can I do with this knife? You know what I mean? So like this one, straight stabby stab. This one, you're kind of coming around hooking. Also, when you do that, this Emerson Wave digs in. That hurts. So if you're detaining someone and you're coming around and you're grabbing them and things like that, that's going to hurt them. They're going to let go of you. Very well constructed, $150, I believe, around that price point, I think. Made in Italy, so you're getting not only the name brand behind it, Fox, you're getting the quality from Italy. It came with, I believe it came with a replacement clip. The only issue I've had is the clip, and we ended up buying another pack of that, so I had it in case this broke again, because I did not want to carry any of my other knives. Because I do love it. It's my everyday carry. I love the fact that you can deploy it with one finger in a matter of 3 seconds. Does not take long to deploy. All these other ones you have to pull out of your pocket, especially with this one where the grooves in it clips into your jeans, so you have to lift up the tab, pull it out, and then get it open. By that time, you're already, in danger or peril. Whereas this bad boy, done. You pull it straight out of your pocket, it's just full send from there. As you can see, it's got like this really nice print. It says Karambé, then on the back it says Fox Karambé. Oh, I'm sorry, Fox Knives, Manigago, made in Italy. So, there's that. Manigio, I don't know. Listen, I didn't finish school, alright guys? Anyways, so this knife also, you can put the pocket clip on both sides. There is a spot for the hardware there, so you can, if you're left-handed, you can put it there as well. Also, this has got Doug Marcaita's stamp of approval behind it because he designed this knife in collaboration with Fox Knives. This is his knife, his design. It's got G10 scales. It's got these nice ridges that are cut out that add that grip to it. The G10 scale is very grippy. I love it. So, to answer the question, does more money equal more better? I'm going to say yes, and that only is because depending on what you're using it for. Because if you can get a $100 knife, okay, let's do an example. $50, $1. They both do the same thing, right? One's got a, well, let's do this one because they both have flipper tabs. So they both have flipper tabs. Ooh, this is gonna, ooh, I did it. All right. Both have flipper tabs. You can use both to do whatever you need to do with them. But this being more aggressive, this being bigger, this being filling up my hand more than this, as you can see. The fact that you get these little ridges at the top for the extra placement, you can choke up on it with this little ridge here and get more of a grip. You could do the same here, but it's kind of slippery. So, with that being said, I could do the drop point with this, whereas I cannot with this. Does not work. So, I will say that more money equals more better because this is self-defense, so we're going to take this out. But, there's just more of a presence with the more expensive knives, generally speaking. There are a lot of expensive knives that I look at and I'm like, I don't know how you're expensive. It looks terrible. Also depends on what you're looking for. A lot of people like fixed blades. Fixed blades can get very expensive, especially if you get Damascus and things like that, or if you get the, the antler handles and things like that. You can really get into the more expensive side of things, and that's like with everything. But for self-defense purposes, I'm obviously going to spend the more money. For daily beatable knives, I'll go cheap. But if I want something that's going to be presentable, like, if you're just adding a beautiful piece to your collection, spend the more money. I think this was like $25. But it's just so beautiful and so elegant, and this is a knife that you have to have in your collection. So beautiful, I absolutely love it. You've got carbon fiber you can go with. You've got this Walmart crap stuff that you can go with. So you get what you pay for at the end of the day, but utilize your knowledge on what you're planning on using it for to benefit you. If you're going to go to knife shows and you're going to go to Blade Ops and Blade HQ and you're going to show them off and display them and show people like, hey, look at my new knife I got. Okay, go more expensive. But if you just want something to beat up, as if you're a mechanic, if you're a construction worker, if you work retail and you just need something to cut open boxes, go cheaper. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching. As always, leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the bell notifications. I know, asking a lot of you guys, all right? This is YouTube, not me, all right? But also, first link in the description, always my Twitch. Over there, we're trying to build a community so that way I can interact with you guys more on a one-on-one basis and really get to be able to conversate, get to know each other. And we do really cool stuff over there. We have challenges, etc. I'm thinking about starting a second YouTube channel, possibly in the future, for just my Twitch streams to go up on YouTube. So that way, if you guys did want to see it, you can. We'll see. I gotta mull it over. But as always, see you in the next one.